This video is presented to you by EA Game Changers. Hey everyone, it is AlexisAriel and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into some Cottage Living gameplay, the new expansion pack for The Sims 4. EA has kindly sent your girl an early access build of the game, and I need to let y'all guys know that this is not final. Things are subject to be changed, but we're just gonna hop right on in and see what all this new expansion pack has to offer. So first things first, I want to introduce y'all guys to Eve, and we're going to be following her on a day in Eve's Cottagecore life. So Eve resides in the countryside of Hinsford and Bagley. And just a side note, I'm really curious to see where EA gets these world names from, because Hinsford and Bagley sounds like a street name. But hey, if you like it, I love it. Let's go ahead and jump into build mode. So for Eve, I wanted to do something different instead of just doing a standard cottage, stony cottage. I wanted to keep it true to myself, so I went more for like a modern farmhouse, and it actually turned out really well. I can say I was very reluctant when this pack came out. I wasn't sure if I was going to feel it as much. It's not really my thing, cottage living. It's just not it. And as a girl from Texas, like when they said farming pack, yo, like ranch style, like that's what I was going for. I had a whole LP planned out for like a ranch style farming pack. It was gonna feature trail rides and all that stuff. It was gonna be good. So I was a little disappointed when this pack came out. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna work with it. But overall, I really enjoyed this pack, and I especially enjoyed building in this pack. As someone who plays with a shit ton of CC, if you are not new to my channel, y'all know that I load my lots with CC because I build on a realistic scale. That's my thing. So when it comes to new packs, build, and also cast, I don't really check for, just because these CC creators out here, like, they be doing it. I just don't need them. I don't care for them, and they don't fit the style that I build in. I'm out for Grot Heart, you know? But I have to say, y'all, look at this furniture. Like, everything was so beautiful. Everything looked good. I actually had a lot of fun building up this farmhouse. The textures of EA's new furniture has significantly improved. Not even just the furniture, but the textures of like this world in general has improved so much, and everything just looked good. It all fit that cottage aesthetic, but you can really play with this stuff and even like fit it into other builds that you might want to make in the future with other packs. So yeah, I did enjoy building this cottage. I was able to clutter it up, make it my own, play with it, and just have some fun, y'all. Have some fun. It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. I have to say, the build items are actually pretty good. So with this early access build, and by the way, I know y'all see that AlexisAriel G just flying across y'all screens. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. They put it in there just to handle leakers and stuff like that. So hey, I don't leak anything, put it up there, I don't care. But that's besides the point. With this early access build, we were only able to use base game and the new Cottage Living pack. So when building, I was a little scared that I wasn't going to be able to do what I needed to do. So if you are someone who doesn't download CC or a console player, I recommend going on YouTube and searching out these build hacks and build tutorial videos. Y'all, they finesse the system. They using these base game, not even just base game, but these EA objects to create objects that are not necessarily in the game, using counters to make beds. And as you can see, I used an arch and windows to make a garage door. So definitely seek that out. Also, I say use your cheats. The show live edit objects and the debug objects cheat really comes in handy when you just need something extra that's not necessarily provided to you in the regular game. Definitely look through that. Even if you use CC, I use some of those objects in my realistic world because it does provide extra world objects. I know a lot of y'all ask me where I get stuff from. Definitely look in there because you can find a lot of stuff to liven up y'all's lots. So, and as you can see, that tree with the lights I just built, you're not going to be able to find that in the catalog. That came from the show live edit objects cheat. So definitely seep through there because I did it a lot in this build and it really just brought the build together. So as you can see, I'm building up the farm. I was kind of inspired by Stardew Valley. I try to make this little maze of fencing and all of that jazz, but I think it came out beautiful. So we have a full-scaled farm with also some crops and all that jazz, and yeah, everything turned out so good. And I was super excited to go ahead and get my hands on the new pawn tool. And not only did EA give us a pawn tool, but they gave us little sprites to liven it up a bit, so you can add tadpoles, mosquitoes, lightning bugs, swans, ducks, even I think a crocodile or alligator, one of the two. But yes, it all made the pond come together. And I even added the bugs and stuff to other areas of my farm just to make that a bit more lively. And it worked so good. Creating the pond was super easy. It was easy for it to look natural, if that makes sense. But I had a lot of fun when doing that. I can't wait to build like lakes and like camping areas and all of that jazz. It's nice. It's nice to finally get something new like this. I know a lot of people have been waiting to get some type of water terrain tool, and now we finally have it, and your Sims can fish in there. They can also, I think they can like play in the water a little bit. They just can't swim in there. There's always some type of limitations when it comes to these new interactions and all that stuff, but hey, you just deal with it and you roll with the punches and all of that jazz. So this is the finished build. Like I said before, I think it turned out so good. I love how it looks. It really came together. It definitely gives that farmhouse vibe with a hint of cottage living, and I absolutely love it. Now welcome back to a day in Eve's Cottagecore life. It is Monday. We have a lot to do today. We need to get started, get ready to complete all our tasks we need to complete so we have a successful week. And of course, we need to start out with a good and hearty breakfast. But first, let's get started by brewing us a pot of tea. I know this is like a UK inspired pack. I don't want to be disrespectful. Let me not be disrespectful, but let's go ahead and make us we're going to do calming chamomile, and then we're going to cook us some breakfast. So as you can see, there is a lot of new foods that came in this pack, which I'm excited for. Even though I don't recognize a good amount of them, it's always exciting to get new foods in the game. And as you can see, a lot of these foods are not highlighted, and that's because we have something called lot challenges, a new system being put into the game within the next update. They remind me of more fleshed out lot traits. I'm using the simple living and the wild foxes, so I'll have to deal with the foxes trying to steal my eggs and stuff. And also with simple living, like I said, you have to have the required ingredients in order to create the meals that you want, which is something I absolutely loved. The mod SCOO had it for a while, but then they got rid of it, so I'm glad to see it actually be implemented into the game. Anything that adds more realism, I'm here for it. So Eve decided to make a watermelon salad since we had some watermelon and vegetables on hand. But we definitely need to make a vegetable run, not a vegetable run, a grocery run later today. So now that she is done eating her breakfast, we're gonna go ahead and head outside, see our animals who have decided to come out of their little hiding places. And here we have our llama. We also have cows and chickens. I wanted the full shebang. But as you can see, our animal sheds are dirty. We also need to take care of our little garden back here, which is it's not that bad, but we do need to tend it a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's change into something a bit more comfortable, just so we can move around a bit more easily while taking care of these animals. It should be noted that I am doing this as a voiceover. If you didn't know, I actually played this pack for a couple hours. I was having that much fun with it that I played with it for a little bit just so she could build up her skills. So yeah, I'm not gonna be talking a lot through the whole thing. I want y'all to like vibe out a little bit and just relax and enjoy the pack and see if it's something that you would want for yourselves. So right now we are cleaning up the shed. This is our brown cow Ethel, and actually while we're here we're going to go ahead and clean Ethel up. Actually, she's pretty clean. Let's just go ahead and get some milk from her and all of that jazz. I love this pack. It's such a vibe. It's such just like a chill pack. Y'all know from my LPs, I like to party. I like to do a lot of stuff. So to play this is definitely something that was a bit different from what we're used to. So as you can see, I am milking Ethel and her little milk is coming out orange because I gave her a little treat. We actually got some pumpkin spice milk, and depending on what treat that you give the animal, the effect will come out differently. And you have to find these treats. You can unlock them, you can buy them to get the recipe, and they'll be stored in this new notepad that we have that just tells you whatever you need for any object you get. It'll either tell you how to make it or it'll tell you how to find it, just like the notepad we have in the phone, but now it's like its own thing. So let's go ahead and show Ethel some love. Let's pet her, tell her how much we love her. You need to become friends with your animals, guys. You gotta show your animals, take care of them. Don't be mean to your animals. But anyways, aren't they the cutest? And while we're here, I absolutely love this hair that came in this pack. I know I didn't really go over Cass. Even though this hair is kind of broken, it doesn't really fit the Sims face. I hope that's something EA has corrected as we're talking, but it's so cute. I absolutely love the textures. Textures, y'all. The textures in this pack have improved significantly. Even though Ethel kind of looks a little doughy, they still look good in all. So next we are with Kiki the llama, which I just gave a treat to make her wool blue. And once you shave it off, that will give you blue wool, and you can use wool to cross stitch. They also sell for a good profit. So yeah, like you can really make a fully functioning farm that can provide necessity and wants in more ways than one. Next we have our chicken coop. We only have 2 chickens at the moment. I actually would like to purchase some more. Taking care of a farm is hard, especially when you have a lot of animals plus crops, but it's always fun to get new animals. So here is the screen. Purchasing animals is easy. It really doesn't even cost a lot to get the animals. And here's Pops. Actually, there's a little story to Pops. This isn't the original Pops, y'all. I had a whole beautiful ass chicken. The original Pops was actually a rooster, and I submitted him into one of the town fairs, one of the town festivals, And y'all, I got to say, the fairs, the festivals, they really ain't hitting like they supposed to. They kind of dry. Like, they really dry. Like, it's kind of sad. You just submit your chicken and they make you go to the bar. Everybody's in the bar. Only one other person submitted a chicken besides me. And it takes hours for some reason. It's like from 3 to 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. and it just takes forever, and people are just standing out there talking. It is cute seeing the mayor like judge, but that's really it. Like, there's nothing left. Like, there's nothing else. It's just not that great. I feel like they really like missed the ball. They could have expanded it a bit more. But anyways, I submitted Pops. And next thing you know, the festival's disappearing. They're telling me Pops is in my inventory. And I get home and Pops is nowhere to be found. Pops disappeared right along with that goddamn festival. It kind of hurt, y'all. You have to, like, you really build a bond with your animals. You really, like, grow with them and become friends with them. And to have my chicken just disappear that just won 3rd place. I don't even know how he won 3rd place when it was only 2 entries, y'all. The festivals are jank. The fairs are so jank. But anyways, I digress. Let's go ahead and buy us some more chickens. We're gonna get a white hen and a baby rooster, a rooster chick or whatever. And RIP to the original Pops, y'all. RIP. So that is it. It takes a little bit for your chickens to appear, but once they do, and they will, oh look, so cute. So cute. So Eve went ahead and got in the shower. She was smelling a little must. But we need to go into town anyway to pick up a few things and run a few errands. So let's go ahead and get changed. But before we head into town, I do want to make a quick grocery delivery. We need a couple of items for tonight. Plus, we need to make a dessert for our special friend, Agatha. So here we are selecting what we need for this delivery. So we went ahead and placed our order. We also need to harvest some crops for Agatha. And the reason why I'm doing this for is because Eve decided to run some errands for a couple of our friends in town. This is a new thing. They're kind of like odd jobs, but they feel more personal because you get to know the person that you're running the errand for. There's dialogue that comes with it. It's like a mini quest, and I absolutely love it because it's a bit more detailed than our regular odd jobs, and it really feels like you're running errands for someone special. So it looks like our grocery delivery has arrived. Let's go ahead and accept. What are you don't like my shoes? Was that a shoe icon? Dang, sorry, sir. But anyways, he's gonna come in and set ooh, we got bills. $3,000 is what we gonna do. I don't know. He's asking for a tip. Okay, we'll give you a little $10 tip. Even though we broke, we just got a whole $3,000 bill, sir. But I'll give you a little tip. Thank you. You came all the way out here, okay? So let's go ahead and unload our delivery bag. And you really ain't got to do much. Everything goes straight to the fridge, and whatever can't go in the fridge will go in your inventory. And now we can go ahead and make our dessert for Agatha. And as you can see, majority of the foods now are unlocked because we bought more items to cook with, thank goodness. So I think for this, we go ahead and make Agatha some chocolate scones or a chocolate pie. Either or sounds very delicious. But we go ahead and decide to create the chocolate scone. I'm glad the Sims have added so many new desserts. Absolutely love it. And as you can see, I didn't go over her traits, but she is lactose intolerant. So we have to decide, is it worth it, y'all? That's how I feel in my daily life. Is this ice cream worth it? But anyways, last thing we need to do before we leave is harvest these eggplants for Agatha. We also should go ahead and just harvest the rest of these crops and we can sell them, because baby, them bills, that thing said 24 hours. So let's go ahead and head out there. Really quickly, let's go over this map. So we do have 3 areas of Bramblewood, Old New Henford, and Finchwick, which is the town area of Henford on Bagley, if I remember correctly. We live in the countryside, and then you have the outskirts. But now we're going to be heading to Finchwick to sell our crops, to finish our errands. So we made it to Agatha, who is the garden shop owner. Right now we are delivering our special chocolate scones. And as you can see, we get a little dialogue up in the corner. Could the message from the gnomes, oh Lord. Could the message from the gnomes be any clearer? Love is in the air, or at least it will be once I sprinkle a little of my matchmaking magic. Perk up, my dear. We're in this together. So obviously she wants me to hook up with somebody. I see you, Agatha. Agatha is... we're gonna be best of friends. We also need to go ahead and give her the eggplant that we grew ourselves. So there is a little interaction, and these are only for the people who are like special NPCs. Those are who you run your errands for. So let's give her the eggplant, and that animation is a little wacky-doo. But anyways, yes, Agatha, we know how to grow. We know how to grow some crops. Well, the girl's got a bit of a green thumb about her. Not too shabby. Thank you, Agatha. You know, I try. But anyways, let's go ahead, and we can shop for some groceries, even though we did grocery shop already. But we can go over here and talk to the grocery store owner, who I'm forgetting her name at the moment. I don't even think I introduced myself to her. We definitely need to do that. But as you can see, it's pretty much the same as you would get if you are ordering groceries through delivery. So we don't need to do that. Let's go ahead and just sell some of the stuff we have, because we need that 3,000 quick, y'all. We need the 3,000 quick. So these wolves are selling for $45 a pop. That is the money maker, y'all. These llamas coming in handy. I was hating on the llamas when I first seen them. Just kidding. But we're nowhere near $3,000, so I don't know what she gonna do. But anyways, let's go ahead. I want to show you guys who the special NPCs are for this new pack. So welcome to Henford on Bagley. These are the villagers. These are the NPCs that will give you errands and all that jazz. You can really build relationships with these folks. You can have special dialogue with them. They'll give you tips about how to take care of your farm and everything you need to know, which I absolutely love. And if you have aging on, these NPCs will actually die off and they'll be replaced by new Sims, which I think is absolutely cool. Like, I think that's fun. And it just helps you continue on growing with the town. And then your children's children will be able to interact with their own garden shop owner and all that jazz. So, yes, this is the village of Hagley and Bagley. Wait, did I say Hagley? Hinford on Bagley. Now let's go ahead and head back home. So Eve completed her first cross stitching and I'm trying to find a place to put it, but I can't put it on the wall. I can't put it on shelves. I feel like, I guess you can only put it on counters and tables. Come on, EA. Come on. Y'all could have gave us more places to put it. Oh, you could probably put it on console tables, but I ain't got no console tables. But at least it turned out cute. Cross stitching is a new skill that came in the pack. 5 skill levels that will pair absolutely wonderful if you have the nifty knitting pack. And here is my little 3rd place chicken trophy. Chicken ribbon. Whatever you want to call it. How did I get 3rd with only 2 people in the competition? Yeah, I can't. So right now we're going to throw a little dinner party. Eve is gonna invite a couple of her friends over. Actually, a couple of the ladies to get to know some of her neighbors. We're still fairly new in town, even though we have a fully functioning farm. So let's invite some girls over. We're gonna cook a little meal together and then have a mini picnic outside and see how that goes. And just have a nice dinner with our new friends. So the ladies are here. How you already not like her? I can tell this dinner is already starting off sketchy. I don't know how well this is gonna go. But let's keep up the good spirits. We're going to cook together, which is a new feature that came in the pack that I am absolutely excited about. So what should we make? What should we make? Obviously, we want to cook one of the newer meals that we got in this pack. We can make some beef Wellington. Ooh, we could do an eggplant parmesan, but we ain't got no eggs on us. I think we have some eggs in the chicken coop that we can use to make this eggplant parmesan. Or we could do a nice little dessert. We can do some pumpkin scones. I don't think we're that hungry anyways. No, we're gonna do a dinner party. We're gonna do a dinner party. Let's go head out and get us some eggs. So we got our eggs. Now we can go ahead and get this dinner started. Yes, we will be making our eggplant parmesan. I actually think what would have been cool is if they gave you an option to cook like more than one thing. Usually when you cook together, you're not just making like one dish. Like you're making multiple dishes. Someone makes the main dish, someone makes the dessert. Homegirl's feeling a little flirty. Chill that down, woman. I think they are both married. This should be interesting. So I don't know what's going on, but it seems like we're having a little lagging issue. I queued them up to cook together and they're just standing there, and they've been standing there for a good little minute. I wonder if they're having like lag issues because they're trying to find counter space. I think islands, you should be able to use islands. Okay, here they go, here they go. Okay, let's cook together. Okay, well, yeah, I'm cooking. Okay, here we go. Yes, I think that is the issue. They're trying to find counter space. But islands should be able to use as a regular counter. You can cook on islands, so. I wanted to see the kid cook. That was like kind of the whole point of inviting like the ladies here. Okay, here she goes. Yes, come cook, come cook. Oh, look, they got a little sentiment, it seems, from cooking together. Oh, I absolutely love this. Too bad it was lagging because now it looks like they're all done. Hey, that's The Sims for you. Hopefully, by the time the game fully releases, this little system will be more fleshed out because the standing around is not it at all. And our eggplant parmesan is done. Let's go ahead and stick it in our inventory, and we're gonna head outside to my I love this picnic area, and it looks absolutely gorgeous with the lights. Let's turn on some Cottagecore music. Let's pop this eggplant into our picnic basket. I'm really curious to see how this works. We can add more foods. You know what? I'm not, because I don't want them eating apples while everybody else is eating full meals, okay? But look how lovely this looks. Ah, this is such a vibe. I want to do like a legit speed build or a stop motion build with some CC and make a nice little realistic cottage, and it's definitely going to have a rooftop. So let's go ahead and set up our picnic. Let's see how this is done. Okay, have a seat. I wish we can tell everyone to like come and like sit with us. Oh, it just sets it on the table. Okay, this is really made for when you're like going to another place, because we could have set this on the table straight from the counter. Yeah, I still like it. I still love the concept. So yeah, that is basically what entails having a picnic with the new pack. It's really nothing, y'all. It's really nothing. It's just them eating at the picnic table. I guess. And that is Cottage Living. Just a little gameplay. I didn't want to show you guys everything in the pack. You should experience most of that stuff yourself. But I do hope you enjoyed this little gameplay video. I really did enjoy this pack. There was some hit and misses here and there, but overall, I think it's a really good time. So tell me what y'all guys think in the comments. I would definitely love to hear y'all's opinions on this pack. And yeah, hopefully some of these bugs will get fixed and worked through and all that jazz. But I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video, and I will be talking to you all later. Peace out, guys.